Hey, this is Earthy Indigo, psychic medium intuitive and tarot card reader. Remember, everybody, until the 2nd of 2019, so the day after New Year, remember I have a special and I have a sale going on. So if you want to get your natal chart reading done, or you want to book a reading, I'm doing the same specials that I did. Well, of course, it will be linked in the description below, but specials are going on until the 2nd of January, and then the new site will kick in, and I'll switch everything over, and then the changes will be. But if you want to get the natal chart reading done for the special, or at the for the special pricing, you could do that until the 2nd of January of 2019. Wow, we've come a long way. New site coming, new options coming, new year. Brand, you know how they say new year, new you? So it'll be a much more streamlined. Anyway, let's get to the point. So this is for Offset, Cardi B, and the whole Summer Bunni situation. Energetically looking into it, and what came through around the situation. First card that I got was the Devil card. Now, as it pertains to Offset and Cardi B, the Devil card, is as spooky as that may sound, is just a signifier of business. Okay, the Devil card is a representation of Capricorn in the tarot, and Capricorn, of course, represents big business, status, what we represent to the world. And right now, energetically, what imprinted upon me about them was that keeping things together for business. They have a lot of mouths to feed, not just little culture, but it's a lot of people who depend on them and depend on their success, depend on what they bring in together, the publicity, the ties. Cardi is a part of QC. She left her previous management and came over to the same management that Offset has. Them breaking up or separating, it does a lot for business in a bad way. Okay, if they're not together, if they separate, and then they both have the same management, the management of, and then of course Migos is a huge group as far as what they bring in revenue wise, and Cardi is a big artist, superstar at this point, both of them. I also got the Father of Cups connected to the Devil card, which is the management, whoever it is that's working with, both of them, Cardi, QC. Who do they call them? Like Coach K, or whoever that's over them, management wise, business wise. Cups, water, family, connected to the sign Cancer. We're going to keep this family together. We're going to fix it. We're going to make this look good for the world. We're going to make this look good for everybody. We're going to keep people enthused about romance, black love, even though Cardi is in question when it comes to, blackness per se, or being a black woman. It's kind of ominous. It's kind of on the I'm a fan of Cardi, but it's still kind of that ishy kind of a thing around Cardi. But we do know she's a woman of color regardless, right? So okay, anywho, Father of Cups connected to the Devil card. We're gonna keep this family together for business. We're gonna make this, we're gonna fix this, because it's too much money on the table. It's too, they can't, I won't say that they can't financially afford it, but it's too much to clean up. And the press, Women love relationships. Women love hearing about relationships. Women love seeing other women being in love. Women love a sorry come, women love the I'm sorry stuff, seeing it. Now of course no woman loves the pain that goes along with why he's saying I'm sorry and all of the things that we've been seeing him publicly doing publicly on television, like and on in the internet. Because come on, the internet is the new TV. We don't even say TV. We shouldn't even say TV. We should just say on the internet. um because we don't. Anyway, women love to see that stuff. Women love to. That's why women read romance books, or used to read all those romance books. They used to read. Women love a love story. Women love, and people love a comeback story. And people want to see relationships make it, and it helps sell everything. Okay, but anyway, the Father of Cups connected to the Devil card is this man, whoever the management is, whoever this father-like figure, the owner, the higher up. Let's keep that. We're going to keep this together for business. Same thing like on Love and Hip Hop New York, when what's the young lady's name? I can't think of it, but she's one of the women who was saying like, oh, now she's a rapper, and she was like the one of the children's mother, like with Fetty Wap. And you saw how, even though he's in jail now, the guy, you saw how when she was sitting at the table and he said, well, you're not going to let, because Fetty Wap was on the whole Treyway thing for a second too, or Fetty Wap was involved with whoever was over Tekashi before Tekashi said no. You see how he sat at the table and was very serious, like you're not going to allow the situation you have with him to get in the way of the money. Right? And it's the same thing. And you see how serious things got when Tekashi decided, nah, I use the image of this lifestyle to propel my street cred notoriety, but now I don't buy. And you saw how deadly that got. You saw how the feds literally, from tapping the lines and listening into the phone calls, said, well, we're gonna have to arrest them soon, because if we don't, they're gonna kill them. And they kept trying. So you see, now it's so many people that become connected to or hang on to your garment once you're in a position such as those. It's not just them anymore, and just there. And it takes a lot of, like, it takes a lot of the courage, and it takes a lot of strength, and you have to be strong and really, when they do decide to use their voice and make a decision, their decisions and their voices impact a lot of people, and it could cause a lot of reaction, and they have to be prepared for that. Now, if you go back to any of the previous videos that I did on Cardi and Offset, I always say, and we'll get into that a little bit more later, I always say, is the love between them and the camaraderie between them real? Yes, it is a genuine friendship. It is a genuine love. Yet, on the flip side of things, I also said, and we'll get into Offset's energy, it still was opportunistic, and that's connected to him and being an opportunist. And we'll get into why a little bit later. But right now they're going through a period of harsh lessons, and being fast forward and almost thrown into adulthood and the responsibility. Well, of course they're adults, but I mean thrown into the adulthood and all of the impact that can be made from the choices and the decisions that one makes. And that was also connected to, so it was the devil card connected to the father of cups, and then also connected to the Hierophant card, which is all about lessons, harsh lessons. And the Hierophant card is more so connected to, well, both of them, but more so to Offset. It's a representative of Offset, because he is, of course, a Sagittarius, and the Hierophant card is connected to the sign of Sagittarius. But it still comes through to me that they both are learning a lot of difficult and harsh lessons now. That, okay, you did this, you now fix it, because too many people depend on you, watch you. Too much money is made off of what you do and what you say. But we can spend this and we can make more money off the spin of it, you know, especially, like I said, everybody like a comeback story. And there's nothing that can't be spun nowadays. And everything is for attention, everything is for show, everything is for Snapchat, everything is for Instagram, everything is for the stories. And I mean, like the Instagram stories or whatever, everything is for that. Everything is a moment. And we'll get into that. I'll probably do another video on that, and this is more so the reason why everything is for a moment, and the whole clout chasing. I'll do another video on why that is. It's more so connected to the outer planets, the Saturn, the Pluto, the Neptune, and the Uranus. For those mid 90s babies, those 90s babies. Later 90s babies had some outer planets, more so in Aquarius, which is a little bit of a different energy. Those outer planets in Aquarius kind of bred the generation of the XXX Tentations and but they're still involved because they still have some of the outer planets in Capricorn too, which is, we'll get into why. That's the clout chasing, and I'll do a separate video on why that is. But, and what it means or why it's happening, so to speak. But anyway, back to Cardi and Offset. The lessons learned, the Hierophant card, is also connected to the Daughter of Cups in reverse. Now, the Daughter of Cups, of course, is circling on back to the emotions of cups, represent emotions connected to the sign Cancer, and circling back to the Princess Cardi. Okay? Daughter of Cups. She's artistic. She's creative. She's intuitive, but she's hurting. She's hurting. So the emotions of it all is real. The situation of it all is real. The cheating of it all is real. The pain of it all is real, but we're still in a generation or a time where everything is for sale. Everything is for show, and everything is something, to profit from. Or everything is to keep you in the press, because now, people have a very short attention span. People will forget about you quickly, and then the next little thing will be coming, or the next wave will be coming. And we know that about every 10 years the sound of music changes completely. Now that we're like, okay, before this whole thing slowed down, like first we went through a period of where the beat was slow. Okay, the beat was real slow, and we couldn't understand what people were saying. And for my generation, an 80s baby, I was like, what in the is this? Okay, the same way people from the 70s and the 60s or whatever was listening to, the music that I grew up on. Like, I grew up on like the whole like No Limit era, and the whole like all that. Okay, the whole, yeah, like, yeah. So anyway, music changes every 10 years, the sound of it. And like I said before this, and then of course I was a huge fan, of course, of Lil Wayne and everything that's coming out of was coming out of New York in the early 2000s, late 90s. Um, of course, a big fan of Southern music, Southern rap, and I listen to lots of genres of music. But I'm just saying, after the shit that happened with Lil Wayne, you know, even for a minute he had it rough as fuck because his sound wasn't appreciated. His skills and his lyricism was always above. You know, his lyricism and the way that he can come up with metaphors, like it's stellar, right? But even he went through a tough time, of course, with what was going on with the baby and everything. But he still went through a rough ass time where people weren't listening for lyrics anymore. It was all about the way the music made you feel. It was all about, um, he birthed the 21 Savages, and he birthed the whole Migos, and he birthed the whole who came after him, Young Thug. Like he birthed all of that. Like they're all derivatives of Lil Wayne, but it the the sound changed. It slowed down, and then even for a period, like I said, lyrics didn't matter. It was about the beat and how it made you feel and the emotion that was and the melody of and the harmonizing of the voice and not necessarily what the rapper was saying. Fast forward, now people are listening again to skills again, but now the skills is still about what the rapper is saying. Like it's they only got about 10 years and she already to work through about what she's fresh, she's new, she's already about, and still has a long career ahead of her. This is another imprint that came through. Remember when Nikki was going around saying that Cardi got beat up and that she had a tape of Ra beating up Cardi? Now, energetically, what came through around that, it's more of a tape. It doesn't come through as a tape around a beating. It comes up like there might be like getting caught on tape doing drugs or getting caught on tape, you know, something like that. It doesn't feel like it's a beating. It feels like maybe there was like an alluding to evidence of I got you on tape doing drugs, or I know this, I know that, and this person has you on tape, and that could have been from the love and hip hop days because Ra, of course, is connected to love and hip hop. We have some affiliation, and can get some information, some footage, some tape, that kind of a thing. It's more of it was like an insider's threat, not literally I got somebody on tape beating you up. I got you on tape and you know what I got you on tape for, but I'm going to say it's for you getting your ass whooped, but you know what I'm really saying. That's the energy that's coming through around that. Now, which could have been a nail in the coffin to end, like I'll end you for real, but watch it, young lady, like that kind of energy. But yeah, that imprinted. Now, back to Carti and Offset. The Daughter of Cups in reverse. Like I said, the Daughter of Cups is the princess. She's creative, she's artistic, she's the butterfly, she's, popular, she's sensitive, she's Cardi, okay? And the Daughter of Cups in reverse. That she's not lying when she says she's hurt or she's in pain, or this is real. But it's just that everything is for a story. Um, everything now is for attention. Everything now is for clout. Everything now is for sale. Everything now is for clicks. Everything now is to be monetized. Everything now is for Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, you know. But I guess Facebook is for the oldies, old folks like myself. Anyhow, I asked the tarot, how long is this going to go on? And I still see another baby around Cardi. And I asked the tarot, how long is this going to go on? And what's up with, Cardi and Offset in this? And we'll get into Summer Bunni in just a moment. So if you guys can sit with me, you can always grab a snack. Grab some icy slushy Pepsi and your favorite Doritos and come back. But I also got the Ten of Swords, which is melodrama or being melodramatic, hitting or a fear of hitting rock bottom, and playing the victim, which kind of all ties into all of that. You're going to see that. You're going to see her be hurt. You're going to see her, upset. You're going to see her cry, but we're going to see her win too. This is basically the whole thing with Offset when he released the video and he's like, oh, I just want to be with my baby for, Christmas and the holidays. I want my wife back. The melodramatic, the Ten of Swords, the illusion of hitting rock bottom. Let's play this out. Let's make this a thing, okay? The girl Summer Bunni can't. If it comes to, it's very PR-ish, very stuntish, very grab the attention of. But are there underlying real issues? Yes. But let's play this out. Let's play this up. That's the energy that's coming through behind it. We're gonna one day see the effects of all of this social media. We still don't know because everything is still so new, but we're gonna one day see the effects of social media and how it in this whole new era, this whole tech celebrity, internet celebrity shit changes era and how it affects people psychologically. Also the Ten of Swords was also connected to the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands, of course, represents burdens, blockage, difficulty, physical and mental burdens. And that's what I was just speaking about. And that's what the Ten of Wands connects to. Underneath all of this shit, underneath the makeup, the wigs, the lashes, underneath all those chains wrapped around his neck, and the earrings, and the drip, and the this and that, underneath all that is real humans, people, feeling shit, going along to get along. Okay, let's get through all of this. We made the mess. Let's get through all of this. Let's fix it. But I'm still getting the energy of like still some time apart, just some space needed and necessary between them, so that they can breathe, so that they're still very young. Of course she loves them. She just had a child, come on. But all of that, the feeling like they hit rock bottom, of course not socially, but feeling like they hit rock bottom, the Ten of Swords, and then also the Ten of Wands, which is difficulty, emotionally feeling hopeless and depressed and blocked, is also connected to the Five of Pentacles. We cannot let our emotions and we cannot let the physical stress and all of this affect the bag, which is the pressure from the Father of Cups. Or whatever it is you're going through, you better go talk to a therapist. You better get it together. You better tighten up. You know where you come from. Same thing with Offset. It's not like he came from the suburbs. Cardi, we know where she came from, even though she's had her popularity on Instagram for a long time, and she was getting bags, like doing appearances, which a lot of times when you go and you do these appearances, depending on your level of status and popularity, when she was doing it at that time, that's like $30,000-$40,000 an appearance, or 10, 15, $20,000. That's nothing to sneeze at, especially if you're doing every Friday and Saturday, a Tuesday, or wherever, a Wednesday, you all over the country doing appearances, 10,000, 15,000. So she's been getting money for a minute, but this is a different level. A lot of people, a lot more people are connected to, and it's like, you better get it together, kind of a thing. You from the projects, and you from, the hood, Offset. It's like, this is, you won in the eyes of most, especially who come from the environment that they come from. Like, you won. What the fuck is the problem? Why? So, and then the last card I got was the Five of Pentacles, which of course we know is connected to sadness, worry, and illness, financial trouble, feeling rejected. Am I going to lose it all? It's more so an energy of being counterproductive. So now they're just going through a period of time where it's the snapback. Ultimately, what came through, they're going to be okay. It's going to roll over, pass over in our time, just like anything else does. I'm not getting the strongest energy of a permanent separation, and at least not for the next 3 to 5 years. It's still giving me time, like there's time out, or there's time to change and turn things around. That's what's coming through around them. Now, I am hearing something about an announcement that's going to be made. And it's, so mark my words, I'm predicting and telling you now, an announcement will be made surrounding Cardi and Offset in the month of March or April. Strong, big announcement, something huge. Now, I still don't get a permanent energy of a divorce, but it could be Cardi went down and here's the paperwork I filed, like that, but it still doesn't feel like it's permanent. Like, I'm not getting it. But anyhow, big announcement, March, April. That did come through very, very, very strong. Briefly, I want to jump into the Astro of Offset, and I want to, kind of explain what's going on with him, okay? A bit. And also, how, the relationship between him and Cardi. I'm gonna try to be very brief because I know, okay, guys, I know. So, Offset is a sun in Sagittarius, okay, and a moon in Pisces. All right, and he also is, okay. I'm gonna just break down the things that's making this pop, pop, pop. Again, he is a sun in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. The ruler of his sun, the ruler of his Mercury, how he thinks, the ruler of his Mars in his chart is the Jupiter in Virgo, because Jupiter was transit in Virgo the year he was born. So he natally is a Jupiter in Virgo. Sun in Sagittarius, Mercury in Sagittarius, Mars in Sagittarius. Ruler of those planets of his Sagittarian energy is the Jupiter in Virgo. Now, the sun is in Sagittarius again, I'm saying, I know, and it's squaring his moon in Pisces. Moon in Pisces. Being attracted to, falling in love with, being easily manipulated by the opposite sex. Pisces is illusion. Pisces is the drug. Pisces is, I'm talking about on the lower side of things. It's also his creativity. It's also why, he's uber creative, or he, the magic of the Migos, even though Quavo is the Beyonce of the group. Regardless, Offset is creative too, especially with the moon in Pisces. He's very intuitive. It lends for someone who's an opportunist, who has a good logical understanding of why I did or do what I do. When it comes to business, only money, okay? That's because of the Jupiter in Virgo. When it comes to women with the moon in Pisces, it's someone who's attracted to the illusion, the allurement of a woman, the way that she smells, her hair, someone who looks like a Barbie, someone who's very prissy and princessy. Cardi falls under that category, along with number one, she falls under it because she's a Libra and she's Venusian. Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is the higher octave of Venus. So there's that, it's a connection there, okay? She rather, again, with the moon, and also a moon in Pisces male, or a male with a lot of Piscean energy, when they fall in love, they fall in love very hard, and it's easy. And not just with Cardi, he has the ability to fall in love with multiple women at multiple times. Like, he can be in love with more than one woman at once, but he know where his bread is buttered. Like, he's not stupid. Jupiter and Virgo. But it's not hard to use your feminine wiles or manipulate the moon in Pisces. Not all moon in Pisces. I'm not saying everybody, but I'm saying with the moon in Pisces, moon represents women. Piscean energy, of course, is the drug. Women are a drug for him. Okay? He also has Venus and Pluto in Scorpio. It's one thing to have the Pluto in Scorpio because that's generational. And then the Pluto squares his sun in Sagittarius, and then Pluto in Scorpio. Again, like with Nikki, like I said, an animalistic appetite, someone with a high or strong sex drive, especially with the Venus in Scorpio along with the Pluto. Okay, again, women, Venus and Scorpio, women who if they do not get their way, kind of like we seen with the Summer Bunni, Summer Bunni, women who, if they don't get their way, if they don't get their money, Scorpio, or if they don't get what they felt they deserved, being spiteful, backstabbing. I'll keep your secret, especially with the moon trining the Venus in Scorpio. Women, I'll keep your secret. I'll be your drug of choice. I won't tell. Just make sure you do what it is that you said you was going to do, and we don't got no problems. That kind of an energy. But definitely a strong attraction for women who are elusive, who are majestic looking, or, even scantless. Because on the lower side of Pisces and on the lower side of Scorpio, the lower side, I'm not speaking for everybody that's a Scorpio or a Pisces at all. Not everybody, because there is high sides both on the low side, and they can be very sneaky, very scantless, and manipulative and thieving, on the very low side, okay? I'm not talking about everybody, and I'm not talking about the high side. Everybody has a shadow side, a dark side, things that you do that you're not proud of, or done that you were not proud of, okay? So, along with that, he has the moon in Pisces. That moon directly opposing the Jupiter in Virgo, which is a lack of judgment, a lack of thinking when it comes to that drug of choice, which is women. Also, with the sun is also square. The sun is square Venus. And the sun is square Venus by sign, but the sun is also square Pluto and square Venus. And then also the sun is square, this is the big one. The Venus is square Saturn. Okay. Someone who had to overcome a lot of hardship, who come from nothing to something. He even said it, or one of the Migos said it, come from nothing to something, you know. But the Venus square the Saturn, I'm gonna break it down two ways. Number one, someone who wasn't able to get the quality or level of females or women that he's able to get now because of his financial status and access. Okay, if you want to have a threesome, a foursome, if you want 10, if you want 2, if you want the Asian, if you want the black chick, if you want the girl, like, he can do it now because he has the finances. And also with the Venus square Saturn, not really having love or feeling like he had to fight for love, or love was not easy, he had to work for it. It wasn't just a given. Like, not to go into colorism, but kind of like how Chris Brown was back in the way back, you know, like, oh, all the girls like Chris even before he was famous. Venus in Scorpio square the Saturn, not the case for Mr. Offset. Okay, it wasn't that easy to get the hot chick or the hot girl. Okay, and then also the sun. Wow, and the sun for him is directly squaring Pluto. So he has went through a lot of experiences that where he felt like my gambling, Sagittarius, gambling with his life, that he's been in a lot of situations where he's literally gambled with his success, gambled with his life. Of course, the Pluto is conjunct the Venus, not closely, but where he's gambled with his life, gambled with his relationship, or that's someone who gambles with their relationships based on the appetite for the drug of choice, which is his is women. All right, and also I wanted to talk on the sun in Sagittarius, which is squaring the Jupiter in Virgo. Sun square Jupiter, and the Jupiter is also the ruler of his, you know, of his sign. But anybody who has the sun square Jupiter, there's this inability, or of course Cardi is Libra and she helps to bring the balance, but it's someone who isn't the best. They'll gamble, they'll risk it, but they crap out more than they win, or they put themselves in situations where they have luck, they have opportunity, they get there, but they do something to self-sabotage, or they crap out, they gamble too much. And you know, I was winning day 1, I was winning day 2, I was winning day 3, I felt a little weird, but fuck it, I won the last 2 days, I'm gonna try again, when they know they shouldn't, and then they crap out and everything's fucked. That's the sun square Jupiter. Someone who has opportunities, but they're very gluttonous, where I'll have more because it's always gonna come. But then it stops and it's over. And it's, what the fuck am I gonna do? Or they're gambling. Lessons of learning how to manage opportunity, finances, and not squander and fuck shit off, basically. All right, now I'm not gonna go too much into Summer Bunny, but I'll pull a few cards on Summer Bunny. Was the intentions of Summer Bunny true? Did she really love and care about Offset like she said in the song? Was this just all clout chasing and publicity just for her 5 to 10 minutes of fame? And I don't understand. Here's the thing. Her Instagram kept getting deleted. Before that, she kept talking about she do appearances, this and that. When she put out the song and knew she was getting all this notoriety or whatever the case, I'm not understanding why she didn't have shirts out, sunglasses out, merch out, and all that stuff. Because the side chicks of America, I'm sure they would have bought into what the I was surprised she didn't have the summer bunny shirts or the summer bunny belts or the little underwear with the little cotton puff bra on the back. Like, I'm not understanding how you get these. It's like these young people get this attention and they just want the attention. They don't even be wanting to seem like they want the bag. But back to the tarot. Was Summer Bunny's intentions true? Did she really love Offset? Was this just for clout? What's up, Tarot? What do you want to say? Okay. Oh, wow. I got the Nine of Cups, guys, connected to Summer Bunny. And I was just saying how, she ain't, girl, why you ain't selling? Not that I'm on her side, I'm impartial. But the Nine of Cups, and it's upright, is connected to emotions, so that she did have some feelings. There were some feelings there. But just like I said, he has the moon in Pisces. Attracting women that, and like I said before about the sign Pisces, and some of them are Neptunian women, they can be side chicks or be on the back burner, and because they will build up a fantasy in their head and say, oh no, their relationship is their relationship, but my time with him is my time with him, and he loves this about me and he's for me in this way. What they do is none of my business. And then he has that Pluto with the Venus. As long as you take care of this over here and do what I ask you to do, I don't care what you do with everybody else. That's that moon in Pisces attracting women like that, and also the Pluto with the Venus as well. Just straighten me out and we cool. So, Nine of Cups, she really did have feelings and she really did care. And that it's not over. We're going to hear and see more from her. The Nine of Cups is about your wishes being granted. It's about opportunities coming your way and financial gain. So, I'm still not getting a huge amount of like, ooh, million pajillionaire, but she's straight. That's the energy that's coming through. Financially, she's gonna be cool. All right, I'm Earthy Indigo, psychic medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. Remember, sale is going on until the 2nd of January. So if you want to get those natal charts at a discounted price, you want to hop on, tell a friend to tell a friend. And also, if you want to give it as a gift, I know we just had the holidays, but it's a great gift. Go ahead, click on the link. I'm Earthy Indigo, and I love to read for you. Bye.